Hello everybody, Stuart here. Just wanted to give an update on the first Decendant. Now I've played this quite a lot because I wanted to do some update videos on it. I know it's had a lot of controversy. My first video was not overly praising. Everything I said in my first video does still stand. I think it doesn't do anything as well as other games in the genre. What I would add to that is it might not do anything as well as other games, but it does do everything. So whereas you will have Destiny is very good at the open world section with lots of people, you might have Outriders really good with the skills and the powers, and then you might have something like Anthem is really good with traversal and the open world area. This kind of has all of those different aspects. It doesn't do any as well as the others, but it does do all of them. So it does have some not unique selling points, but it definitely does have some things that do draw you to it. Now, the purpose of this particular video is to talk about the grind. Now, as I say, I have played it for a considerable amount of time so far, and the grind is real. So I am currently looking at my ultimate character. Now I have spent some money in this game because I will be doing a video on that as well. And I'm currently leveling up my ultimate Ajax. I'm not going to say too much other than it's not the same character as Ajax, so in that it's the same as Warframe, which again is another game that this does take heavily from. In fact, I would say it's probably closer to Warframe than Destiny, if I'm going to draw a comparison. That being said, I wanted to show you some of the grind that does take place. So I am doing a starting area mission. Now you can repeat all of the missions in this game, and you will have to as soon as you get a new Descendant, because they do not carry on the level from the one that you've been playing previously. So you'll be seeing some people in this game where they're doing a very starting area with a very high level character, and there are reasons for that. So in most Looters and ARPGs specifically, you do have to farm certain regions. Now those regions are normally boss fights in ARPGs, but they can be just specific tasks that you need to do. This is the latter. So you need to go back and you need to do specific tasks that require a group of people, so they're all match made. You can't do them solo. Or I've never been able to do one solo. It always puts me into matchmaking. These are, in essence, kind of end of section story missions. So they do perform part of the main story, but they are the very last part of that story, and it does give you an estimated time to complete it, which is usually between 15 and 20 minutes, at least for the areas that I have so far completed. What I would say about that is when you go back into them at a later stage, you can see that it is relatively quick to finish these missions. This one is basically done. We just need to access this terminal. Now, the reason for that is we're all actually relatively high level players. Now, although my character in this, or my Descendant in this, is only about level 17, now 18, the actual weapon that I'm using is around level 45, I believe. So it is packing a hefty punch, and I've come in for this amorphous material too. That's what I've actually come into this mission for. The reason for that is because you need those specific materials for unlocking some high-end items. And when I say unlocking, you need them for the chance to unlock. So if we go to this guy here, we have these void intercept battles. These are basically the boss fights. If we go to the very first one, here we have that amorphous material pattern 2. That's exactly what we were after. And just at the bottom of that list there is Glay code 38%. Now that basically gives you the blueprint for another Descendant. It does tell you how to acquire all of the different materials. and exactly which missions you need to complete, and when you do click on them it will actually show you the region that you need to go to. So on this one, for instance, Slumber Valley, if I click on that, it will actually show me where on the map I need to go. So I can then just teleport to that green circle and it will basically take me to the right region. It's quite a nice system that it does take you there, but again, it's one of those unfortunate situations where once you actually do go there and do obtain the material, it doesn't guarantee you're going to get it. So if we go back into that and let's take on Gravewalker. Now this is the easiest, and again I am using a high level weapon, so hopefully it will be quick. I mean you do get a time limit for these things anyway, which I think is about 8 to 10 minutes. I can't remember quite how long, but it's around that sort of time limit anyway. So as you can see, we've got a level 40 in this one, and this is the easiest mission. So that person is obviously trying to farm for the actual codes for these people, these Descendants. Now while I'm doing this, the gunplay is actually pretty nice. They have fixed a lot of the stabilisation problems they had at the beginning, although there is still some judder in town. I'm not quite sure why it's quite as bad as it is. This game is not that graphically intensive, but either way, it's, I mean, there we go, that took, what, 40 seconds? So if we go in here, I will get back to my point that I was making. If we go in here and look, there's the 002 that I've just got, there's the Glay code, but we have a chance of each. And as normal, I got a fibre blueprint for a weapon. I didn't get Glay. So that basically means I've got to go back to that original mission that I did, and then I have to go back into this one and do that all over again. And you could end up with the same material multiple times. So yeah, you have a hell of a lot of farming, and that's just for one component. Once you have that component for Glay, you then have to source all of the different parts for Glay. So another thing that I wanted to cover off is skins. There is a reason for that, and it's because with the ultimate character, the ultimate Ajax, it is not the same character as the standard Ajax. So although when I first thought about it I thought it was a skin, it's actually not. It is a completely new character. So you cannot use the same level, so therefore you have to level him up again all the way. You can use the same outfits, but you can't use the ultimate outfits on the normal Ajax, which is a little bit strange, I think. The actual difference between normal Ajax and the ultimate Ajax, I honestly couldn't tell you. In Warframe it does give you that it's got different polarities and everything. But again, even in Warframe, the ultimates, apart from looking a bit nicer, or I think they're called primes in that, apart from looking a bit nicer, there's no real difference. The other reason for showing you this is there's no way of changing the colour of your armour unless you put a skin on it, which for me is just really irritating, because I like this armour but I wanted to put it as a different colour and I can't. So I have to put a skin on it, and to put a skin on it changes the look of it completely. So if we go back in and we go to okay, you can actually change to all of the different Descendants. Now I only own 4, but it's showing me ones that I don't actually own. It's ultimates, so that's an ultimate, that's an ultimate, and that's an ultimate, but they're ones that I don't actually own, so I don't know why I can change those. Anyway, if we go back to the body skin and we put the one that I was using in that gameplay, we have all of these different colours. Now the little one with a coat hanger means I have one application of that. That's what it means. So for all of these different colours here, I only have one use for these. Now, when I say one use, it's you can use that paint on one piece of armour. You could use it in every slot on that armour, but you can only apply it to one piece of armour, which is just ridiculous, especially as it costs 25 caliber, and the caliber is the premium currency that you have to spend real world money on. Now, you can get it through the battle pass, the premium battle pass only, and again, I will talk about that when I do my monetization video, which should be quite interesting. So before I go off on one about the monetization in this game, I'm going to leave this video there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have found this useful and informative. If you have, please make sure you do click the like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, or if you are returning but have not yet subscribed, please do make sure you do. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video, and please do share it as well. Right. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you for my next video very soon. You all take care. Bye for now.